Hello, welcome back. First things first, suddenly an arrow appeared out of the sky and struck the world record for thickest neck straight in the heart. This hit him pretty hard. He's down to 35 hit points. And he's got a disease. I'm not sure if he got that from the arrow or if he already had it or not. But other than that, didn't do too much to him. We then got attacked by what looks like All of the Wild. This bounces off 5 points of province defense there. So yeah, nice try, Auric. A couple of horror attacks then. We lost 2 shackled mages. One was over in Ard, and the other one was over in Kratas. So not a huge loss. And then we were also the victim of an assassination attempt over on Caelim's throne, the one that I'm retreating from. Just one of my water sages. That was that. Next there were just some battles. I think this is just Enchanted Forest? No, this is the Golem, I think. Yeah, this is the Golem that's continuing to take back provinces. I'm still just ignoring it though. And then Wise Spring Grove was the Enchanted Forests. Events. Gained a copper plate. Got +1 luck in Bright Gate. Some Lords of Feuding in Ard. And in Man we got 833 gold. From another gold nugget of legendary size. We had one of those right at the beginning of the game. Worldwide event. Magic +1, Unrest, and units horror marked. Cataclysm continues apace. And then this interesting event, the Throne of Gaia has been destroyed by Scabiel, Maker of Ruins. Ascension is now easier. It now requires, we can see that it was one of Caelim's thrones, it looks like. And we now only need 12 points to ascend. So we're halfway there, guys. Not sure any of the other messages are interesting. We lost a Sage to disease over on the throne that we're sieging, which is a shame. I just remembered there's something I have to do, which is that. And other than that, people are still starving, but not here anymore, which is good. We have cured the starvation in Obsidian Waste. We're using 54 supplies now. And we did actually tip the scales just towards our Dominion a little bit. 1 white candle, so it's down to death 1. That's something. And other than that, it's just patrolling. We need supplies in Balmy and Scarce Hope Wastes, which is over here. I'm actually forging a bunch of Endless Bags of Wine this turn. In fact, I think all of the nature mages in this province are doing it. Whether or not they'll be successful, I don't know, because I think forging things gets you attacked by horrors. But we'll see what happens. That's it for messages, and this turn is very simple. First of all, I'm moving a couple of mages out of Scarce Hope Wastes into Cassian. That's just for my benefit. I'm basically moving a Water Mage, an Earth Mage, and 2 Astral Mages to continue forging horror gear for Tyrants. It's just so that they're all in one place. Other than that, I'm not sure how difficult it is to forge under Cataclysm. If forging is like really, really bad and you die immediately, then I probably won't do very much. But maybe it's not super risky. Maybe it's just like a small chance to get killed. I don't know. But they're just going to go to Cassian before they forge, just for my benefit, really. It's probably unnecessary. Some red arrows here. I recruited some mages this turn in some other forts just to move them up to join this army. Especially shackled mages to make sure that we have enough communion slaves. And I've got 2 tyrants here already now. They're capturing slaves. I separated them from the main army because they were able to do this. Everyone else is just continuing to walk this direction. Looks like slightly more units on this throne now, but I'll still just make my way over there slowly. And over here, I'm storming the fort at Obsidian now. I'm never sure whether or not to take the cows or not, so I wonder if they'll be more of a liability than anything. Just trigger an HP route. But we do have lots of cubes in this battle who are 50 hit points, and quite a few Gigantes as well. Maybe that balances out the hit points. And again, there's like way over 150 cows here, so maybe not. But it's possible they get hit by Marble Warriors and Fog Warriors, and they're not too bad, right? Maybe even Weapons of Sharpness. Does that work on headbutts? Either way, though, we're storming the fort this turn. Army's laid out very similar to last time. It doesn't look like we've lost any mages who like brick the communion or anything. We've still got Fog Warriors, Arafend, all that stuff. Set up fine. Our 2 Earth guys doing Marble Warriors are fine. Got guys doing Weapons of Sharpness. So got the Tyrant doing Heat from Hell. Not sure if that's good or not. Kalem's a cold and lightning nation though, right? I assume they don't like heat very much compared to us. So we'll see what we can do. I'm storming the fort anyway, and you know, I don't have like great confidence in this army, but I think it's worth a shot to grab another throne sneakily like this. I think most people are going to just kind of pull back and patrol their thrones now. So we can actually grab one during Cataclysm. I think that's worth trying, right? I mean, what else are we going to do with this army? Just move it to a throne and patrol with it, right? So we'll give it a shot. And if we get lucky and we manage to take this throne, that'd be great. But I don't have high hopes. Only other thing I'm doing this turn is I recruited a tyrant this turn. He's casting Breath of the Desert. Never used the spell in my life. Breath of the Desert. Curse is a distant province with a dramatic rise in temperature. I don't even know if this will take place before the battle phase or not. But I was thinking it was either this or Fires from Afar. And I was thinking maybe Breath of the Desert would be good. Because this province is currently cold too. And we don't have much cold resist on our tyrants and things. We'd be better in heat scales because we have fire resistance. And I assume that Kalem also doesn't like heat as much as cold, so I don't know, it made sense to me to try casting this spell to tip the scales more towards heat. I don't know if it'll be consequential or not, but thought I might as well try doing something with this tyrant. Ideally I'd cast, you know, Crumble or something. Or the big fire spell, but I don't have any earth boosters to do that. Don't have any fire boosters either. I could do the basic Fires from Afar, but it doesn't seem very effective. Whoops. How did that get cancelled? Nope. Breath of the Desert. So we'll see what happens. I have a feeling that might take part in the event phase, so it'll be after battles, but I'm not sure. Useless if it does, but I'll try it anyway. Hopefully he doesn't get killed by horrors for casting this as well. Anyway, that's it for this turn. Scripts on the patrolling the thrones is exactly the same as when I just showed them, but I changed the script on this throne a bit so that there's now we have an astral guy doing Light of the Northern Star, and then this guy's spamming opposition. There's another astral 4 guy doing anti-magic somewhere, but I had him do Light of the Northern Star so that all of the there's the other guy doing anti-magic, so that all of the maguses can do Arcane Bolt, which I thought might be better than Starfire's. Arcane Bolt is 10 armor negating damage that targets magic beings. Might be pretty good, I don't know. Seems like the best thing for S1 guys to be casting while they're here. Boost them up to S2 to do it. Oh, you're still on Starfires. Oh, there's a lot of them. Did I not? I thought I'd gone through all this. I guess not. I only did half of them. That's how they're done anyway. This looks useless as well. I'm okay with it though. So that was turn 73, thanks for watching. Hopefully the storming the fort goes well. But either way, I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Lots of things happening this turn. First of all, I think we had 3 sorceresses forging. 2 of them were attacked by horrors. It didn't go very well for us. But we do have lots of endless bags of wine in the item treasury now. So I guess the items still get forged. You just get eaten by horrors. We also then cast Breath of the Desert. I don't think this had any effect in combat. Because we were getting cold fatigue damage in combat, so I think it worked. And then, because we cast this, we also got attacked by 2 Horror Mantises, but the Torrent is able to shrug them off. That's no problem. Nabar has a guy who what was handy as his new prophet. Makes sense. A bunch of people then getting attacked by... Here's a priest getting attacked by 4 Brass Claw Horrors. Scarce Hope Wastes then. So this is one of my thrones. It was attacked by Ruva. The Abomination of Desolation. This guy's pretty scary. Oh, we had all of our stuff patrolling though. He immediately leaps into the back. It's not great for us, because I had my tyrants were scripted to attack largest, but they're now just stuck here, which kind of sucks. But you might have missed that. I certainly just did. We go way to the top of this list of MR rolls. Here we go. Adept of the Iron Order hit Abomination of Desolation with a ranged attack, opposition, for 976 points of damage. And the Adept then resisted the damage reversal. So Haruva died pretty much instantly, so big congratulations to that Adept. I'm not sure which one it was. But yeah. We managed to defend that throne. No problem. One Adept did die, I don't think it was the one who did the kill though. 3 Shackled Mages died. And that's it. So, that wasn't too bad. Hopefully we can continue to fend off abominations like that. And then Boggerwald was attacked by Slave to Unreason. Kurgi, right? Yeah. So this is just one of my random forts. Not a throne province. And it is now very much under siege. Yep. That was over here in Boggerwald. The enemy force appears to consist of only Kurgi, the slave to Unreason. He appears to be very powerful nonetheless. Next there was a battle in Bycliffe. This is Calum, scaring away the troops that we had on someone's fort, I think. Here's some Yetis. Shaman. Nothing too interesting there. And there was Zimria. Is the Golem continuing to take back provinces? Nothing we can really do about that. I was actually going to move an Adept into a province to defend it this turn. To try and do opposition on the Golem, but would have been the wrong province anyway, so that's not a big deal. Wise Spring Grove next. It was me just moving troops in. Taking this back from 10 points of province defense. That went fine as well. And then finally, there was the big one. Battle at the fortress in Obsidian Waste. So this is Calum's throne province. You can see I've got a couple of lantern shields now, by the way. So we start with some corpse candles, which is pretty good. So it all comes down to this. Can we kill what is in this fort? Because if we can, then we can potentially get up to 4 thrones, which will make us the throne leader. Let's see what's defending. Nothing. Should have just stormed last turn. Salvation wouldn't have mattered at all. So as you can probably imagine, this fort storm goes quite well. Not really any problems there taking that throne. We lost 4 Helot Warriors, a Helot Archer, and 3 cows. Good stuff. So we now own this throne province. A couple of things though. First of all, it's the Crystal Throne. I don't know if that really matters at this point in the game. Our income has been trashed, so we can't really recruit anything anyway. This province also has a Well of Pestilence though, which spreads deadly diseases. So a lot of my mages picked up diseases this turn, unfortunately. There's also an Unfound Door and an Arena. I suppose it's something. Events then. In Obsidian Waste, here is the spell we cast, so the heat does go up to heat 3. after the battle, unfortunately. Tricia, he got a bunch more income, but wasn't really enough to bring our income up this turn. In Earthshell Mountains, we got 7 Earth Gems, and in Kazhada, we got 5 Earth Gems. Oh, and then Ironwood Forest, people are being sacrificed in the woods, but you know, might just be a rumour. Events, there's a People's Deathmatch, gonna ignore that, and horror marks continue to spread. And that's about it. We're still starving in Scarce Hope Wastes and Balmy, which is over here. But we do have lots of endless bags of wine now, so I've given those all out. Supply usage is now down to 19 here. I'm moving stuff into Balmy to take care of that starvation. And then maybe we can bring the stuff in Balmy home to help patrol Scarce Hope Wastes. At the moment it's just sitting there in case the golem tries to move into this province, but not sure if there's any point to that right now. Okay, so this turn, this big red arrow is just a new tyrant that's going to head over and help patrol this province. And everyone's just patrolling. You can see Calum is building up a lot of stuff here, but it's mostly just corpse constructs, it looks like, and Cynocephalian warriors. So this might not be like... This might not be the most kind of high quality army ever. But it does suck for us that we're going to have to sit here on a disease spreading site. Even so, everyone's patrolling. My hero is claiming the throne this turn. I've given him a lantern shield. He's also got the bottle, the ring of regen, and the coral blade. But he has been horror marked at some point. So it's possible he gets assassinated before he claims. Actually, I should look up where claiming occurs in the turn order. I'm not sure about that actually. I'm pretty sure assassination is first though, so he might get clipped before he manages to claim it. So with that in mind, my prophet, who actually hasn't been horror marked yet, is flying over to Cunal just to put him in range. That's as close as I can get right now. So if my hero does get clipped before he can claim the throne, we'll have my prophet nearby to swoop in and do it instead. And the army is the same as when we stormed this fort. It just has a lot more gems now. And a lot more people with diseases, unfortunately. Over here, the army that's currently in Nidian range, which contains all of my thugged out tyrants and stuff. That's going to move on to Silverwoods. That's going to make it obvious to Navarre what I'm doing, I think, when the big army appears on his border, but there's not really any more prep I can do anyway. I can't recruit any more mages. This is as good as this army's going to get. I've given out a bunch of gems and stuff. A lot of my adepts are about to die, unfortunately. But I'll do what I can. This army does have all of the geared tyrants, so it might be quite good if this is quite lightly defended. So 1, 2, 3 turns to get onto the fort. Hopefully we can crack it open quickly. 750 wall. Fort. We do 738 siege damage, so it's going to take at least 2 turns. Probably more. But it's something we can try and do. And that's about it. I am trying to forge some more stuff this turn with these guys. Endless Bag of Wine, Boots of Quickness, Amulet of Anti-Magic, Moonblade, Amulet of Anti-Magic. And I've given out all my Earth Gems this turn, so no Crown of Lead, but that would be the other thing as well. And other than that, still just doing basic recruitment in Throne Provinces and patrolling. And we'll see what happens next turn. So, that was turn 74. Oh, actually, one other thing I should point out, kind of relevant I suppose. I can see that Nabarra is actually sieging Agartha's throne over here. So, yeah. That was turn 74. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. First of all messages are, you know those guys I had in that separate fort doing some forging? Yeah, they got attacked a lot. So all of those guys died. It's a shame, but it seems like, I think it's like 66% of my forges got attacked this turn. Pretty hardcore. We claimed the throne, which is good. I learned that nothing can interrupt throne claiming. So there was no chance of being assassinated. Which is good, because we then got assassinated. Where was that? This guy, wasn't it? Yeah. So, that's pretty good. So we now have 4 thrones. But we did lose our hero, so we've lost one of our only H3s, unfortunately. Which is not great. I killed Disease with world record for thickest neck since he was passing through a fort. That went fine. And then a bunch more people got attacked. Scarce Hope Wastes got attacked again. Thrown. Attacked by the Eater of Dreams this time. This guy comes with a pretty big retinue. He's also pretty terrifying. I'm also still not positioned very well to actually get my tyrants into combat. The counterattack he does is pretty devastating. Is it this? Yep. It looks like that also horror-mocks everyone. X, which is pretty bad. My tyrants do eventually get up into melee range though, which is good. And Gigante's there too. He's very hard to hit though. Yeah, 27 defense, 25 protection. Oh, but then he does get popped. Phlegra and Torrent hit Eater of Dreams in body with Moonblade for 92 points of damage. Looks like it was this guy. Retired MMA fighter. Possibly. Looks like he's in the attack animation currently. Yeah. So we get him eventually. But he did blow up quite a lot of our troops and things. So that was Scarce Hope Wastes. We lost another Adept, which is bad. Magus, Speckled Mages, 3 Sages, and a couple of units. Well, not too bad though. Glad that we've been able to kill these guys back to back. Sad news then, as a complete set of workout gear. So I think it was my first like fully geared Tyrant, right? He gets attacked by a Hunter of Heroes. I'm not sure how you defeat this guy in 1v1, I'll be honest. That's a lot of attacks. Maybe if Workout Gear had a Moonblade. But one of the attacks that this guy gets is Consume Soul. So he also kind of needed magic resistance. Workout Gear only had 17 magic resistance, unfortunately. So away he goes. That's a shame. And we have quite a few turrets in the Hall of Fame, so we might get attacked by that guy quite a lot, unfortunately. I think that's it for interesting assassinations. No one else is too important. It's just Rollers on Thrones. We spied Nabar taking a province from Independence. Right next to me, but it's a very small force. So nothing too concerning. Lightning killed a Sage, and 45 units were wounded, 29 were killed. Events, we got luck, and then just some gems. Cataclysm continues apace. The arena deathmatch took place, and congratulations to a guy who was randomly chosen. Found a false prophet on that new throne I just took. And Kurgi is still sieging us. And that's it. Still starving in Silverwoods. Oh, okay. So Silverwoods is where we're moving through now. Gonna aim for Nabar's other throne. Worth remembering that Nabar has Dark Skies up. And this throne is in 7 Dark Candles. So that will be -7 morale. Which will put my troops at... Well, they're currently starving. So at the moment they would be 2 morale. Which, I'm going to be honest, doesn't seem like it's going to go very well for us. But it's still worth doing. Still worth trying, even if we've got no hope. I might, maybe before we move on to the throne, I might alchemize all my gems into pearls. And just try and dispel Dark Skies. Just before we go in. I wonder at what point in... If I try to dispel something and then I get attacked by a horror because I cast a ritual, will that take place before or after the ritual actually goes off? That's another thing I'll have to check, I suppose. But it's a plan anyway. And other than that, still just patrolling thrones. All of these troops are moving back into Scarce Hopes now. Looks like they should have enough supplies. Do I have any more supply items? I do not. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. So yeah, that should be fine. Who's got a slot? Who's big and won't die and has a slot? Probably no one. Oh no. There's horror marked. Who's a good candidate to hold this? Not just gonna die. Alright, you're not horror marked. Whatever, you can... Oops. You can hold the wine bag. So I'm patrolling Scarce Hopes. I've moved the troops around a little bit here to try and put the turrets like behind. It seems like the horrors leap into the back more than they like jump into the front, so they're more kind of behind to try and get onto the horror. Everyone else is pretty much the same. This army I haven't changed the scripting on. It's still scripted as if we were like attacking a player. I don't think it's too bad though, because there's just, we have like overwhelming numbers here. They can do whatever. And it's also possible that we do get attacked by Calum as well. So I've left some people on doing stuff like Ravenous Swarm and Cleansing Water and stuff. This looks like a lot of corpse constructs. I'm pretty sure I'm dead, right? Other than that, Prophet's moving down with some gems. The guy who just pired himself, moving out with some gems. And we'll try and do this. This is going to be really awkward if he's got any like province defense here, because we're going to move into this province while starving and under 2 points of dark skies. So we might buy and self it, which would be very funny, but what it is. Only other thing worth mentioning is that money's very tight now. I can't do any recruitment. I've got one tyrant queued up, and that's like all my recruitment this turn. Bit unfortunate. The Dominion is also quite weak in this region. Be nice if our Dominion could push in a bit. So this priest here is moving to Sarin Forest to preach, because there's only one white candle and there's a temple here. Might help a bit. Alright, that was turn 75. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on turn 76.